Time is fleeting, even in video games where you should have all the time necessary to do anything. What if the timer wasn't just in your head though? What if it was pervasive and all-consuming, forming the spine of the game itself? Here are games that require playing with limited time on your hands. Outer Wilds. The setup of Outer Wilds, Mobius Digital's stellar open-world adventure game, is that you're an intrepid explorer in a solar system that's going to end. You have 20 minutes to explore nearby planets, solve mysteries, and determine why the sun is going supernova and destroying everything. Spectacles like planets that are only explorable during certain time periods, shifting gravity, and much more make the exploration a treat, and discoveries are tracked throughout all playthroughs. The Swords of Ditto. Before it was updated, the Swords of Ditto gave you a random character and the task of defeating Mormo. If you didn't do this within a fixed period of time, then the game would restart with a new hero and slightly altered world. Mormo's Curse, the free expansion, provided the option of avoiding permadeath, but even if you choose to go classic, equipment from past adventurers can still play a role in future runs. Minute. Wake up, explore the world, die after 60 seconds, and repeat. That's the central premise of the monochromatic top-down Zelda-like. Where it excels is how rich the world is in terms of secrets, puzzles, and collectibles. All items discovered are retained until the next playthrough, and there's even a second mode called Second Run no less, that offers 40 seconds between each life. The Legend of Zelda: Majora's Mask. The Legend of Zelda: Majora's Mask had a big task on its hands following up on the classic Ocarina of Time. So Nintendo took a completely different approach. The moon was threatening to crash into Hyrule, and the player had 72 hours of in-game time to stop it. This actually translated to 54 minutes of real time, and you could go back to the first day as a way to save progress, which also allowed weapons, maps, songs, and masks to carry over. Certain characters are only available on certain days and times, but you could choose to slow down or travel forward in time as necessary. Sonic the Hedgehog. Throughout the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise, each act within a zone had some kind of time limit. It was more common in the old-school titles, which provided 10 minutes for each act before you lost a life. The 3D titles didn't really feature the timer all that much, but it made a return in Sonic Lost World. Heck, even Sonic Forces gave the player a whopping 60 minutes to finish a stage. Hilariously, if the player didn't move for 3 minutes at a time in Sonic CD, Sonic would jump off the screen, resulting in a game over. Lightning Returns: Final Fantasy XIII. Awaking 13 days before the end of the world, Lightning is tasked with saving Nova Chrysalia. You have 7 days to accomplish this, with the timer pausing during combat, cutscenes, and whatnot, though it can be extended to 13 days in total by completing different quests. Certain characters will only appear at select times, so it's important to keep track of different schedules throughout the game. Shenmue 1. Unlike many games on this list, the first Shenmue's time limit isn't all that pervasive. You basically have 137 in-game days to fulfill your objective. Even if you fully explore the world and faff about forever, you'll probably never hit that limit. But it's there all the same, so remember that when collecting action figures or playing with that one cat. Super Time Force Ultra. Time is relative in Super Time Force Ultra, not just because there's a timer counting down, but because your time is measured in lives. The basic premise involves running through a level with a preset number of lives. You can choose to reverse time and rerun a level or employ a new character, out of 16, to help you. With various abilities and the ability to slow down time and whatnot, Super Time Force Ultra messes with your time perception pretty well, pushing you to complete stages quickly but with abject planning. Pikmin. Pikmin may seem like a whimsical journey with Captain Olimar working with the adorable Pikmin to rebuild his spaceship and return home. However, there is a time limit for collecting all the pieces of the ship. You have roughly 30 days to do so, and if you fail, Captain Olimar kind of dies. That is to say, he becomes a weird Pikmin hybrid and never sees his home again. Jet Set Radio. Much like Sonic the Hedgehog, the cel-shaded Skate-a-thon Jet Set Radio offers a limited time to complete each area. However, there are some clear objectives like tagging spots with graffiti, performing tricks, and much more that have to be completed. Things can get stressful when you don't know how a level flows or where a certain objective is, but that's part of the fun. Dead Rising. Dead Rising was a blast when it came out, thanks to the hordes of zombies unseen in a 3D title at the time, combat mechanics, and sheer freedom to use anything as a weapon. However, it also gave you 72 hours of in-game time to fulfill the different case files. Depending on specific objectives that were completed, survivors rescued, and other conditions fulfilled, like whether you talked to Isabella on the 3rd day at 10 AM or not, you were awarded a different ending. But if you wanted the best canonical ending, then completing all those case files was key. And that about does it for this video. If you enjoyed what you watched and want to see more from GamingBolt, please hit the subscribe button. Also, don't forget to switch on the notifications bell icon next to it. That way you'll never miss any of our videos. Thanks for watching.